Well, my World Cup 15 for New Zealand, I think they've put themselves into a bit of a corner, New Zealand have, and they're having to stick now with that top order that hasn't been so good in the series against India. So we're going to have to stick with Munro and Guptill at the top, Williamson, Taylor, Nicholls and Latham. They picked themselves through the middle. Tom Latham's going to be have a big part to play, I think, in this World Cup, playing that spin through the middle. New Zealand haven't been able to get off to starts. If they do that, then Williamson, Taylor, Nicholls and Latham can really reap rewards through the middle, but they're going to need Munro back in form. From then on, it's James Neesham will be back in the side and Mitchell Santner. They provide the all-round ability, Neesham with a bit of seam, Santner with plenty of spin and a little bit of ability with the bat as well. And then Sodhi, Boult and Southey. Now that's not my starting 11, but they are the first 11 I'm going to put down on the paper. The 4 spare parts, Lockie Ferguson, he's got to be in the side. He'll probably play more than he won't play in place of Tim Southey, but he's there for pace. My all-rounder backup, that'll be Doug Bracewell for my liking. I like Bracewell, like what he's brought to this New Zealand side. He's really worked hard on his batting. He can work a little bit more with the ball, but he'll provide that all-round backup if required. Colin Munro, well, I think he needs replacing, so I'm going to have Will Young. I'm going to have Will Young as my batting backup, and I think he could open the batting, or he could bat 3, 4, 5, depending on what New Zealand want him to do. And then Tim Seifert, he's my wicketkeeper backup. Latham will do the job for the most part, but if New Zealand do need to make a change, or perhaps if they need a little bit of explosive power at the top of the order, Seifert can do that job as well. So I don't know whether New Zealand are as settled as I'd like them moving forward to this World Cup. There's some improvements required. I've left the likes of Colin de Grandhomme out, I've left Matt Henry out, but I just think that other guys, to me, look a better fit for this World Cup side. I don't think New Zealand will do that. I don't think they'll pick the team that I've picked, the selectors, but that's what I'd like to see. I'd like to see those guys on the side. So you start at the top, Guptill, Munro, Williamson, Taylor, Nicholls, Latham. Top 6, Neesham at 7, Santner at 8, Sodhi at 9, Ferguson at 10 and Boult at 11. That's probably my starting 11, and then your backups, obviously Southey, I mentioned Will Young, of course, Bracewell and Seifert.